episode 1497 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. This is your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I got back yesterday morning from a trip to New York to visit with my son for Father's Day. What a great trip. Other than his driving was a little crazy at certain times on Sunday, but it was great to spend some time with him. He's off in a culinary arts program and he's doing great. I had a couple of nice meals with him that he prepared, and one that I took him out to that was fabulous. So today I'm back in the groove, and I want to talk with you about the final interview with a person who did the job that you're going to be going for. Hope you found this helpful. Hope you give it a great review in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you listen to the show, iHeartRadio, every place imaginable. Give it a great write-up because it does help other people want to listen to the show. And if you're interested in my coaching you or any of the other services I offer, listen to the end of the show. There's a lot there that I can do that can be of help to you. Now, with that, let's get going, okay? A question I received from someone painted an interesting situation, and that is the final individual, the final person they are scheduled to meet with is the former person who did this job and has since been promoted, and thus this position reports to them. How do you handle that situation where the person you're talking with, your future boss, is coming out of this job and you're going to be reporting to them? So it's a fun scenario, and it may be the trickiest of any interview you can do because they have opinions. They were obviously successful in the role, and as a result can really offer you insights into how you can be successful. So consider that a lot of your interview is going to be picking their brain, asking them for advice about how to be successful in the role. So, for example, they may talk with you about your background and talk with you about how you handled situations in the past. And you answer those questions. You answer them to the same degree you have been done previously. Because as I've said in other interviews, you want to be congruent with everything that you've said before. But at the end of answering some of your questions, you might turn around and say, given your experience in this role, would that be effective in this case? How did you do it with this user? How did they respond to it? Was it effective? How would you recommend I do it? And do certain things to extract from them information that, number one, will be useful to you when you're in the role, but more importantly, treats them as an ally that lets you know that this is not an adversarial conversation and lets them know it's not an adversarial conversation, but one where you're taking input from them about how to be successful. After all, would they have been promoted if they weren't successful in this role? I don't think so. So it can be tricky if you're not one who asks the follow-up, who doesn't approach them for advice or input about how to be effective in the role. You might ask them about some of the misses that they had, some of the things that backfire, that in some way, shape, or form didn't work. Emphasize the positive, and as an afterthought later on, say, you've given me a world of information, and I'm sure not everything that you did worked. What missed? What wasn't effective with these folks so I don't step into it? So that's the simplest way I would approach an interview with the former manager for the group. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, here are a few more ways to get more from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 6,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. If you want the best of my advice, join JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated information with a focus on interviewing. If you decide to take the lifetime membership at the site, it's $299 currently, but that's the price of a coaching session or an hour of coaching from me, and I'll be giving that to you if you join with a lifetime membership. Have a few questions? Contact me through the Magnify app for iOS or PrestoExperts.com, where you can call me. Schedule a specific time with me through chat on Magnify or by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected on LinkedIn, you can message me about coaching you, scheduling in time for Magnify or Presto Experts, speak with me about a resume or LinkedIn profile critique, help you with a salary negotiation or my trusted advisor services, and much, much more. Like you, I don't work for free. I do charge for what I do. You can take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and receive 2 months for free instead of just the one that the site offers. Skillshare offers thousands and thousands of courses, not just simply mine, on a host of different subjects that can help you in many different ways. Lastly, join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's free to the first 250 people who join and is focused on helping you do better at work. Information is shared daily, and we're attempting to build a supportive group there. Ask to join. I'm not letting recruiters in at this point. So I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!